Alright, so this video is going to cover the video earlier today. So we had a trade. It was a short play, and I think what happened was it was up here. So let me check the 1 hour. So this was the indication of this specific region of price, and then price came up. I decided to scale in on the 15-minute, check what price was doing here, and I believe I made the short like around it was either here or here. It was somewhere around here. But anyways, like you can imagine, it was something like this, right? And I closed all my positions here. So price can definitely go a lot lower. I'm already deep into profits after this play. The short that was covered, literally the video that was covered today, if you could check out the previous video, like none of this happened. So we had one loss and 2 or 3 wins today. The first one was trading somewhere like around here, I believe. Dude, it's funny because every time the play finishes, I just scrap everything and then forget to record. But yeah, we hit this mark and we didn't sell, even though it swept these lows. Alright, let's pretend none of this happened. So we hit these lows. I woke up at 6:30, 7 o'clock. I wake up like at 8:30 and price is up here. And then I closed out for like a small amount, opened a long, took the loss in a long because price was showing rejection off of this range, which if you use this high, this technically counts as a 15-minute high. Price could not get past this level. Buyers tried to step in, but sellers, after rejection here, sellers started stepping in a lot more. So I was like, okay, bet. High time frame is showing downtrend, 4 hour, 1 hour, daily showing a uptrend, but there's room here to play the downtrend on the 1 hour, 4 hour. All I have to do is confirm the 15-minute because the 1 hour and 4 hour is already on the downtrend. So how do I confirm the downtrend on the 15-minute? Here's the highest point on the 15-minute, right? If we're considering this range right here and only this, let me make it specific in case I document this look back and I'm like, what the fuck is he saying? This specific range, this made the highest point, this specific candle. If price is hinting at a possible downtrend, I needed to show that it will go even lower than this range, which it did. As soon as the candle is closed below this point, it came back. So this was the indication, this was the correction. Typically using ICC, you target the indication, but we're not targeting this indication. We're targeting the previous one because on the 1 hour, this is the indication that we're targeting. We just want to confirm all time frames are on a downtrend. And so if the 15-minute is showing a downtrend, the 5-minute is showing a downtrend, right? So check this out. Here's the high. I didn't even look at this yet, but check this out. Here's what made the high. This right here, we broke right here, went up, confirmed the downtrend, and that's when the entry happened. So as soon as I entered, I set my stop. I think it was really like either here or here. I think it was here to be conservative. And then I retargeted the lows, but I was like, look, if we somehow make it back here, it's actually going to get worse because price is really, in all honesty, following a trend on the macro, which could have been here. And I was like, okay, but if it falls here, there's nothing to really catch price. So it's really in a free fall if price closes under these levels. So I said, fuck it. I'm not even going to put a TP. I might take out partials here, but let me monitor the trade and see how it goes. Price ends up closing here at this range. I monitor on the 15-minute. I'm like, bet. We just established a lower low, essentially, because it doesn't matter what price does at this point. As soon as it closes under this candle, it's considered a lower low, right? Because look, price came right back up, and I bet you most people panicked. This is just a swing low. The cool part about the swing low is that it's lower than this swing low, which means it's a lower low. So the only way to make this pitch perfect, like literally to confirm that this was a downtrend, was to see if buyers would step in one more time. I use this range as a resistance level. Buyers completely reject this level. Like sellers took major control. I said, fuck it. I'm gonna just stay because I know this will break and I know price will go into free fall. As soon as this candle happened, I closed the position right at this fucking dot, the lowest point at the time, and that was a 5x play, right? And I used 10% of the port for a 5x play. So I basically made 50% of the entire portfolio, I believe. Yeah. So it was a crazy fucking play, bro. But it worked, man. Thank God. So, and that's all thanks to ICC. You know, this shit actually works. This documentation is literally proof that this trading concept works as long as the trader itself is a professional and respects the rules of trading, right? We already made the 3x's. We know that this is a downtrend. As you can see, it gets low. Oops. It gets lower and lower. It'll probably go back up again. And whatever happens when it comes back up, we have to monitor, because price could end up saying, okay, we want to establish a new support zone here because buyers stepped in here and here. Let's make that an official thing. So buyers step up and something could happen here, right? And then something could happen here, right? Because the daily's still in the uptrend. We use the daily for a reference because we know that the daily, since it's on an uptrend, it's not going to hit this level. It's not going to hit this level. It's not going to hit this level, right? So because it's on an uptrend, I'm not setting targets here. I'm just setting 1 to 3, 1 to 5 returns that are within healthy range. So after those got hit, I'm completely out of all my positions and I'm going to wait and see what price does next. What I want to see is the 4-hour create a support level and the 1-hour start to build buyer support, so that way we can retarget local highs over on the 1-hour. It's probably going to be like, take all these out real quick. This song is ass. It's probably going to be right here, and it's probably going to be right here. These are the next levels I want to target. In order to target those, we need to make higher highs and higher lows. So yeah, that's the play. This video is going to be uploaded on the same day as proof. So yeah.